Today we're headed to New Orleans in Louisiana in the United States of America. It's about 10 hours flying from Heathrow Airport. Just one airline flies there direct from London, and that's British Airways. We're travelling from Terminal 4 at Heathrow on my favourite 777 aircraft. A couple of videos, some lunch and afternoon tea, and we're soon passing over the mighty Mississippi River and the swamps of Louisiana into Louis Armstrong International Airport. Welcome to the Big Easy. That's what they call New Orleans around here. We're staying in a boutique hotel which was once the Bourbon Street station, close to the French Quarter. This is the Brakeman Hotel and also the starting point for the New Orleans sightseeing bus. It's early, but jet lag means our beds are calling. Up early, it's just before 7 a.m. and this is Cafe Beignet, where the lovely staff do a great breakfast. It's a lovely morning and a short walk through the French Quarter to the banks of the Mississippi. The cruise terminal is here, with ships leaving to places around the Gulf of Mexico and other parts. It's possible to take the river walk for a few miles and enjoy the grandeur of the river. There's a steamboat that leaves from here, which will take you on a trip down the Mississippi for a few hours. Following the river is the tram or streetcar or trolleys as they're called here. The Canal Street line, which originally operated from 1861 to 1964, was rebuilt and reopened in 2004. This will take you to the French Market, which is open every day. The flags are flying at half-mast because of the New Orleans terrorist attack. More on that later. The French market is good for spices, oysters and other snacks, as well as clothes, and it's the place to come for alligator heads.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you, I guess.
This is a very popular spot in the French Quarter, the Cafe Beignet. Now, a beignet is like a donut, very sweet and covered in powdered sugar. Jackson Square was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1960 for its central role in the city's history and as the site where in 1803 Louisiana was made part of the United States. The square is named for Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. Bourbon Street is the best known street in the city. In the early hours of New Year's Day 2025, a terrorist attack killed 15 people, including the single terrorist, and at least 57 others were injured. Bourbon Street is always very busy. It's full of bars, restaurants and clubs, and it's crazy at night. New Orleans has a population of 384,000, according to the 2020 US Census. The city is world renowned for its distinctive music, Creole cuisine, unique dialects, and its annual celebrations and festivals, notably Mardi Gras. This is the historic heart of the city, the French Quarter, known for its French and Spanish Creole architecture and vibrant nightlife. Founded in 1718 by French colonists, New Orleans was once the territorial capital of French Louisiana before becoming part of the United States. This is Armstrong Park, dedicated to musician Louis Armstrong, who was born in the city in 1901. He died in 1971 and is buried at his request in New York. This is a statue of Armstrong known as Satchmo.
That is St. Peter's. They're going to come together right here and become indicator. But the French market is the oldest open air market.
The St Charles line will take you to the garden area, past dozens of antebellum mansions, historic monuments and the sweeping grounds of the Audubon Zoological Gardens. Riding trams, streetcars or trolleys is easy. You can buy a jazzy pass for use all day on trams, buses and ferries.
Old-fashioned, because this city is an old city. It's an old southern town. And the Americans still won. I think it was Andrew Jackson, this general.
An interesting trip on the St Charles line. There's not much at the end of the line, but just turn round and come back again. The ride is well worth it. Canal Street is the Fifth Avenue of New Orleans, with top hotels, plenty of shops and restaurants, and a starting point for parades. Now, it should have been the Martin Luther King Day parade this week, but it's been cancelled because of expected extreme cold weather. Another New Orleans delicacy is a po' boy, derived from the words poor boy. It's like a baguette containing shrimps in batter. Now we're back at the hotel and we're very concerned about the weather situation, the worsening weather situation. The news channels are reporting for the next few days extremely cold conditions, which is why the Martin Luther King Day procession was cancelled. I mentioned it a bit earlier. We're a bit worried about our flight home to London. The swamp tour that we were going to do tomorrow morning has been cancelled.
We'll be waking up tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, in the 20s on both sides of the lake with hard freezes all the way beyond New Orleans proper.
Well, it's snowing and reports indicate it's the biggest snowfall here since 1895. People on the news have been telling residents to drip their faucets and to wrap their pipes. They're just not used to snow. The streets are deserted and shops are closed. Public transport is suspended and very few people can get to work. The airport and highways are closed. They don't have snow clearing vehicles here. We'll keep our fingers crossed that our flight, which is cancelled today to London, will operate in a few days.
Goes up.
I think that's what they're saying. We should be good by Thursday.
Yeah.
So.
Because otherwise we've already been. We tried to.
Well, that was our visit to New Orleans. Hope you enjoyed the video and I look forward to seeing you next time.